A man does not arrive at a new philosophy in life, nor does he tread a path unwalked in thought and meaning, unless he pays for it with a portion of his soul. Thus speaks Dostoevsky, as though his voice echoes from the depths of a human experience, fraught with the scars of falling and the scent of rising from the ashes of defeat. Though his words may seem brief, they encapsulate the fate of every mind that seeks to free itself from the chains of habit and leave the comfort of lazy certainties for the turbulent winds of questioning. Every transition from the familiar to the unknown demands a price, be it spiritual pain or a fierce struggle with a world deaf to the voice of rebellion. He who embraces wisdom and gazes toward a horizon unfamiliar to others knows well the cost, and that perseverance on the path of transformation is riddled with thorns. Literature and philosophy overflow with examples of those who dared to blaze new trails in consciousness. In Crime and Punishment, Dostoevsky embodies the psychological tragedy of those who confront prevailing moral norms with radical ideas. His protagonist, Raskolnikov, pays dearly for stepping outside the law, not merely through his crime, but through a harrowing inner torment that leads him to a crushing awareness of guilt and responsibility. When Plato proposed his theory of forms, he was not constructing an imaginary realm as much as he was shaking the very roots of knowledge. He faced opposition and critique fit for someone who ignites a new fire in the cave of human thought. Then came Aristotle, his student, to challenge him, insisting that we must not neglect the sensory nor abandon the concrete world. Therein lies another price: to confront your teacher and the collective intellect alike. Consider Jean-Paul Sartre, who chose the path of existentialism and placed freedom at the center of his philosophy. He bore the burden of such individuality with anxiety and a deep sense of absurdity, yet remained faithful to his vision until the end. Even in the ancient Arab world, the pre-Islamic poets resembled intuitive philosophers, expanding their tribe's understanding and planting rebellious seeds in the collective mind. Imru al-Qais paid for his passions and political defiance with exile and death far from home, while Tarafa ibn al-Abd lost his life for boldly challenging the hierarchy of obedience. Dostoevsky's phrase, then, places us at the heart of an eternal conflict between the old and the new, between the comfort of routine and the daring of transformation. Anyone who wishes to cross into a new realm of awareness must resist the authority of fear, both the subtle kind that resides within and the overt kind found in the eyes of others. Consider Moses, peace be upon him, in his journey with Al-Khidr. He had to be silent, to deny his own rational instincts, just to grasp wisdom. That short voyage is a symbol of how hard it is to accept truths that come wrapped in contradictions to our conventional sense of good and justice. In The Idiot, Dostoevsky offers Prince Mishkin as a figure of pure virtue, so untouched by the corruption of the world that he becomes an outsider, punished not for a crime, but for his innocence. We are told subtly that even goodness demands a certain endurance when facing cunning. Carl Jung, too, leads us into the dark waters of the unconscious. He shows us that every inner discovery costs us illusions, shaking the self-image we've constructed for years. Maturity, in his view, cannot be attained without pain, as if consciousness itself is born only from the womb of suffering.